Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, April the 8th, 2024. And it's the first time I've done a God o'clock in a while. It is God o'clock, though. It's been almost a year since I've done a God o'clock. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about um, communion last week, or this Saturday, Sabbath, two, 2 days ago. It's a it it's God o'clock. It's early. It's still dark outside. I'm guessing um, by the sun not being here, it's probably around 4:30. Um, and something that really got to me was that I during communion Sabbath, I've had communion basically since I was 9 or 10, right? Understanding it in different levels. Um, but since I came here to Saipan, since I became a missionary, I have understood communion so differently. Like I understand the solemnity better, the reverence of it. Um, but this Saturday was the first time that I actually like choked on my communion, and not like I wouldn't say like I was about to lose my soul, if that makes sense. I wasn't about to give up the ghost, right? I wasn't about to actually die in the front row of the church. Um, but like I felt my resistance to communion, and I felt how dark and sinful I was compared to the symbols of Jesus Christ and his sacrifice. And it felt like I was, you know how it's all we're supposed to die to ourselves daily, kind of feel. And it really felt like a part of my soul was dying to give way to make space for him. Part of my mind was dying to make space for him. And it felt good. It wasn't comfortable. Usually you just, take a shot of juice, and it's not even a shot, it's like a third of a shot, right? Um, and the crackers here, the crackers of communion bread, are so much bigger than what I've been used to ever, because I've been in big churches, and big churches like 300 people. Here we have maybe 100. And so it's not just like a morsel, it's like the size of a big Ritz cracker. Um, and it's a lot more to chew through. It's a lot more of effort to take him into your body, to take his sacrifice and to cover you with him. And it made me wonder, like that first communion, we all have the Last Supper. We all have that as an idea of like how tragic and traumatic that was. But it made me wonder, how painful was that first communion after Jesus passed away and then ascended? Like, how bitter was it? to know that maybe, I don't know if I don't know if it was a month or a year. I don't know if it's in the Bible or not. I haven't gotten that far. But it just awakened in me this wonder, this terrible want to know, how did they feel that first time? Could they even stomach the taste of that wine? Could they even chew? Were they crying? Were they, because I can't imagine my my mentor of 3 years, my friend, someone I looked up to, someone I believed was God, reliving his death so soon after he died. And yes, the resurrection, and yes, there's hope and joy, and we're to do it in remembrance of his death, and just reliving the horror all over again each time. And this time, it I feel like it helped. It hit home finally for me. And so I ask for prayers. Prayers because I'm finally feeling again in the best ways, in the deeper ways. Um, and all those feelings. I'm starting to become less numb since my mother's passing. It's been almost a year. March. Well, no, it's April. It's been like 9 or 10 months, and I, I, I feel like God is finally unlocking my capacity to make connections, not just not just mentally like I am, and what like I've been able to do lately. Like he's been able to unlock my want to make connections with people again, to be vulnerable again, to invite people to my house, to, I feel like he's like slowly reopening me for business, and that makes me very sensitive and distrustful, because I don't want to get hurt like that again. I'm going to, because I'm alive, but it makes me uneasy. But just talking to my dad yesterday and talking to my bonus mom yesterday, I I'm starving, and I think it's been good for me to starve for attention, because and for it to not to be so obvious to myself, because I've set a precedence that I can be a workhorse, and um, I can be a workhorse and be social, business, and professionally, but after that, um, if I don't have an official capacity in a group, I've been known to not engage fully. And so I've been I've been accepting workhorse positions and all these amazing ideas, and I'm thankful that God has been giving me these opportunities, and helping to awaken the desire to want to do and want to serve him. And now he's awakening the desire to want friends, and to want relationships again. There are beautiful women on this island that I have not engaged with because they remind me too much of her. Like their nurturing spirit, and I can just feel that. I could feel that nurturing, like reaching out to me. And couldn't do it. But God is good, and He's been giving me opportunities to reach out to them in the last week or so, and to make plans with them, and to hug them. So um, I'm just really thankful that that God has made me, that I have, that with God's grace, I guess I am a hermit crab, but I don't have to be a hermit crab that lives in a cave anymore. Um, that I want to be a hermit crab with a shell, which scientifically and biologically this doesn't make sense, but follow me. Um, where I don't have to live in a cave anymore, tucked in the back behind rocks, and just be spinning in my own prison of pain. I can take my little shell with me and go out into the blazing sun and hide when I need to, and scurry when I need to, and I can experience all these different emotions and then go back in and then come back out. So I am a hermit crab on the move, and I'm so thankful to Him for it. Happy God o'clock, everybody. Have a great week. Hopefully, God willing, I'll see you tomorrow.